Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Jazzy Video Store Sasquatch back at you again. It's Saturday. It's streaming Saturday here. We got two new horror movies, both on the streaming services. One is Netflix, one is Prime. We're going to start with the Netflix one, which is called "It's What's Inside," directed by Greg Gardine, starring Brittany O'Grady as Shelby, James Morosini as Cyrus, Gavin Leatherwood as Dennis, and Nina Bloomgarden as Maya. A group of friends gather for a pre-wedding party that descends into an existential nightmare when an estranged friend arrives with a mysterious game. Um, I think after last week, I kind of had a little bit higher expectation for these streamer movies, but these two are kind of bust, to be honest with you. This one had a lot of potential. I liked the story behind it. It just kind of didn't capitalize on it like you think it would or you should. I think a little bit of it was the acting. I think that they could have done better in the acting. They probably could have maybe had a better direction, or just because it kind of like at the end it feels like they had like three different endings, and like they chose the best of the three endings, maybe, or maybe the middle part of the three endings. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna give it a D minus, a horror and overall. I mean, there's a little twist, like I was trying to say, but it's like kind of a double little twist, and to that end, it wasn't terrible. It kind of saved the movie a little bit, but it needed like one more famous person. And the whole point of this game, just so like you guys know if you haven't seen the movie or are interested, is like you swap bodies with somebody, and then you're supposed to guess who is who based on like their personality coming out of that new person and stuff like that. And it's like after that's so much good potential there. Like you could have had so much fun with it, but it kind of reminded you of, like Scooby Doo at the end. Like you didn't know who was going where. You know what I mean? That one movie with the Scooby Doo movies. Like I'm pretty sure the last thing they wanted to do was be compared to a Scooby Doo movie. So I mean, I think that's kind of where it went off. I guarantee that's where they got the idea for this movie. They watched Scooby Doo a couple hundred times and realized what was going on. I think I got some awards. I think I was reading, or maybe, or whatever. You gotta remember, this is a Netflix movie or Netflix original or whatever, and it still didn't jump into the top spot. It still was like four or five. Bad Boys, of course, coming out. Part of that reason people want to watch that, but usually if you get a new movie on Netflix with the algorithm, it's gonna pump it to number one if it can. It did pump this one to number one, so that's just something to think about. So I mean, like, it was an interesting story. If you just want to see the story to see what like experience happens, you can or just like what happens throughout it. It's okay just for the context, but I kind of skip this movie if you can. That's my personal opinion. And then the second one was on Prime. I told you guys about. We have House of Spoils, directed by Bridget Savage Cole and Danielle Prudy, starring Ariane DeBose as the chef, Barbie Ferreira as Lucia, Rain Moyad as Anders, and Martin Koskis as Marcelo. The story of a chef who opens their first restaurant and then battles the kitchen chaos, these investors, and self doubt, and kind of adds into this like haunted part into it. The previous owner who threatens to sabotage during it. See, I didn't even realize that was what was going on until I read the thing. So that's how bad this movie is. It just has no direction whatsoever. This movie had two directors, and not one of them was like, "Well, this movie don't make no fucking sense." There's one problem you have right there. I feel bad. I feel bad for Ariana DeBose. I think she did a really good job. I bet it was very hard to play this role because, like I said, it's like one scene you gotta be this person, next scene you gotta be this person, and then it's like you gotta be here and we gotta be paranoid. Well, we can't show you what we're paranoid about. We can't show you this. We can't show you that. And even like the food thing, like yeah, I thought that was gonna be more involved with it, like, and it just really wasn't. Like, and what had a couple of like disgusting parts. Like, I was expecting a little bit more like a French thing to it. It just never happened, and I was expecting that to be the conflict here, and that just wasn't a conflict. It just she kind of went crazy, and no one kind of liked her, and then it just came. She like ended up in a dark freaking pathway, and all of a sudden they have a cult thing at the end. The IMDb scores at 4.6. I mean, I guess this is being nice. I failed this movie. It was terrible. And I mean, there's so many reasons why it was bad. I just I feel bad because to say that the acting was the reason is not. The acting probably had nothing to do with this movie being bad, which is unusual for a horror movie. Usually, horror movie, the acting's bad, and everything else is all right, and it kind of puts you into a spot. This one, the acting was actually pretty good. It's just the direction, the writing, and the stupid ass story was dumb. So it kind of just all ruined it for everybody, for me at least. I mean, I told him, I'm telling you, I didn't even understand that it was an evil spirit haunting her until I read what the synopsis was in the movie to write it down for this. So I just that was what this movie was. It's unfortunate because last week we had two really good ones. We had Max coming with Salem's Lot. And we had Paramount Plus Apartment 7A, and like this one, and those both were like old period pieces. And these two were all like brand new movies set to daytime, and they just were not good. And like they tried too hard, and on top of it, they didn't use actors that I mean, not only did they not use actors that I'm not really familiar with, they didn't really use actors that were probably good enough in the one case. And the first one, whatever it's called, it's what's inside. That was a big problem there. Is if it would have had maybe two or three good actors in it, it probably would have been pretty good. This one, and then House of Spoils, got a good acting, but needed better directing. It should just switch pages here, and maybe we could have got something better. I just it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's getting that time of month. We're gonna get some movies here. I think I have a Hulu movie and another Netflix movie later in this month to watch, maybe a horror movie. If not, I have a couple that we can catch up on from 2024. We're streaming Saturday, so we will be there. Please comment what you guys saw those terrible movies. Um, Please like and subscribe. Have a good rest of your day or night. And thank you very much for watching, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Comment your top movie picks for Throwback Thursday in the comment section. And see you next time in the cave.